Hey folks, I'm celebrating Mardi Gras with a king cake, very popular down in New Orleans during this time of year. It's a braided dough with a little icing on top and these colorful sugars as well. It takes a little time to put it together, but the finished product is really fun and there's a little baby surprise in there as well. Here's how it goes together. It starts with a yeast mixture. It's a package of extra dry yeast, 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a half a cup of warm water, about 110 degrees. Mix that together, set it aside. Then I also have 4 ounces of cream cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter, and 1/4 of a cup of milk. And I'm going to mix that together as well. Now in my larger bowl, I've got 3½ cups of flour, along with a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 eggs that I've mixed together there. And I've also got my mixture there, my cream cheese and butter mixture, along with my yeast mixture. I'm going to mix all that together until it's blended. Then I'm going to get my hands involved in that and sort of like work it together. Then I'll pour that all out on a floured board. I'm going to knead that for about 8 minutes till it's nice and smooth and elastic and sort of bounces back when you punch it down. Once I've done that, I'm going to take a large bowl, put about a tablespoon of butter in there, and then roll this around in all of that butter till it's sort of coated on all sides. Then I'm going to cover it with a towel and let it sit for about an hour and a half. Now what I'm going to need after that rises is I'm going to need 3 tablespoons of melted butter and a half a cup of sugar that I've mixed in 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now I'll take that out after an hour and a half, put it on a lightly floured board, and I'll sort of like flatten it down, and then I'll roll it out to a rectangle, a pretty good, perfect rectangle, about 20 inches wide, about 14 inches tall. And that's important because you're going to divide that into 3 equal portions. So I use my pastry cutter here, my pizza cutter, and I'm going to cut that into 3 equal rectangles, just like that. And with each one of the rectangles, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread a little bit of that butter on top of that with a little pastry brush. And then I'll put 1/3 of my cinnamon and sugar mixture on each one of those. Just sort of spread it out evenly all the way down. Then I'm going to roll the dough on top of that, and then I'm going to go carefully and try to pinch the seams so I completely enclose each one of these with a little bit of cinnamon sugar on the inside. Just like that. I'll do the same with the other 2. So I've got 3 long logs just like that, and what I'm going to do is line those up, and then I'm going to braid them. And I was not the best at braiding today, but you're going to braid all 3 of those, do a nice long braid, just like that. You're going to take your baking sheet, and you're going to put them on top of the baking sheet. You're going to form a nice circle. You're going to take a little time to sort of like make those ends come together so it looks like a continuous braid. I played with it a little bit to get it look right. Looks just like that. Then I'm going to actually cover that again and let it rise for about 45 minutes. After that, I'm going to brush the remaining butter I had left on that. Then I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees, and I'll put that in there for about 30 minutes. Now to make my sugars, I'll put half a cup of sugar in each one of 3 bags. For the yellow, I put 12 drops of yellow food coloring in here, and I'll simply shake the bag vigorously until all that moisture is sort of absorbed by the sugar to make a nice, beautiful yellow sugar. I'll do the same thing with the green. 12 drops will go in there. And then for the purple, I'll just do 6 red and 6 blue drops will go in there to make that come together. So out of the oven comes my king cake. It looks beautiful, just like that. I'll let that cool off completely. Now to make my icing, I have 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1/4 of a cup of skim milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'll mix that together till a nice smooth icing is formed. And I'll simply pour that all over my king cake until it covers just about every possible element of that cake. And I'll sort of use my spatula to spread it around so everything is completely coated. And it's important because you're going to spread the sugars on top. So what you're going to do is put 4 different rows of each one of the colors alternating. So I've got my yellow that goes across the top here initially, followed by the green right next to each other. And then lastly, you're going to add the purple on top. So you've got 4 different lines of each one of the colors to create this beautiful cake. And then what I'll do is show you the final product here, and then for luck you're going to put a little tiny baby inside. Whoever gets the baby gets good luck, and they have to make the king cake next year. You simply take it, sort of wedge that underneath in the bottom of the cake, and you're good to go. So that's my king cake. I'm going to slice a little piece here so you can take a look at it. Look at those lovely little layers inside. Isn't that gorgeous? Very nice. The recipe, as always, is going to be on our website at waynesweekend.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for this and a whole lot of other fun stuff still to come. We'll see you next time. Bye. Like them.